welcome back to OpenTTD, and we are back with our game and looking at the Halbinsel Eisensand. I just noticed that actually I called it Eisenland, so the island of iron, but it actually is called the iron of the island. No, sorry, it's called the iron sand. So that's what we have. Iron ore, I guess, is the iron sand. So what are the objectives for this episode? So I have two. One is to improve the situation down here with the Mikasavici iron store, because we have way too much iron ore here lying. And I figured out like what I was looking for last time, which is the cargo payment rates, and I will run the game a little bit faster so I can generate some money. So that was what I was looking for last time. So the iron ore decays by about 15k over the 20 days that it takes longer than 20 days to deliver it. So the decay rate of iron ore is pretty severe, but not too severe. It's like actually one of the least severe in the game. Like everything else decays much faster. So that is an issue, but not a big issue. So my goal objective for this initial setting is we will double track this, put in significantly more trains on this route to deliver this stuff up. And then I would like to take a look at this interchange up here, because I think this is a huge bottleneck right now, especially when we put more trains on. Yeah, those are like our first priorities, and I will say I think we're gonna just start off with the double tracking, because I think that part is easy. We can do that a little bit relaxed here while we are letting the game run. And the only discussion point is whether we double track that bridge down here. And I think I will make that dependent on how much money we have when we get there. So let's just jump ahead, double track. So that one is the easy part of the section. Then here we have a section that already is to a certain degree double tracked, because we have a passing here. We can immediately connect to that. Guy, do you really have to be there just when I was going to do that? So okay, perfect. Then here we will actually it's not so good to do it on this side. I'll just do it here. Okay, that would be great if it was not too expensive. Then we're going down here, and here we're going to cross over on the other side so that I can maybe avoid the destruction of this little service hut. That works beautifully. Then we can basically all the way go down here, and I think we're gonna go with a no on the bridge, because it looks like that will be a bit too pricey. Although I can definitely foresee that this bridge down here will be a huge bottleneck. I think there's no way it won't be. But for now, let's be satisfied without it, I think. So let's delete the sections here in the middle, and then we're gonna put another service station maybe a bit down here, because don't want to make it directly after the curve. That would be a bit awkward. So deleting that here. Then we have all the crossings removed, and now we're just lacking a lot of signals. So we're not going to use the one-way ones. I don't know, I just prefer not to use them. I think in theory it's like a little bit of an anti-pattern probably to use so many path signals. I guess some people would say that's not good. I'm not sure. Not sure what the meta is on this game actually. I kind of, it used to be like or I think there probably is like a TTD multiplayer website that had a lot of good tricks and tips and tricks. And I picked up some stuff from them, and I watched a few YouTube videos back in the day to get my knowledge of the game up, but it's been a long time, and I didn't do much research going into this series to catch myself up if that's still current meta or not. So I think we're good here, and I think the next step is to just create a few more trains. There we go. Yeah, I think it's clear that we have a little bit of a bottleneck, but it's also because we kind of put a lot of trains right now onto the track. Yeah. You can only leave one by one. Far from ideal. But we also have way too much to go out of the station. I think we're gonna go with one more train maybe. Then we're gonna call it okay for now. That's my proposal. It's massively prioritizing now for trains to come in, even though it might be the other way around, might be more beneficial. The pathway is very long to get up there. Okay, I would like to get one more train, that would be nice, if we can get that. And then, as I said, we will take a look at this exchange, so already let's observe it already a little bit so that we get a few learnings. I think the main thing is it's blocking a lot of things. And my idea is that the main line is actually from here to the lower part here, because I think that is much more traveled by, firstly. And then the second one here on the right side, that's actually the branch line that should give priority to the other line, ideally, so that this other line is more prioritized. Right now, the situation is actually kind of looking okay, but as soon as there's a few more trains, you can see that things have to stop for each other, and things are working non-ideally, and then can also... yeah, I think another topic completely is also this side, because here when one train goes out, it blocks the entrance of other trains very often, and that we have one train constantly blocking one platform is not ideal. So there's some other issues that could be solved there as well, but I think those are secondary to this exchange, at least for me. And I also want to get rid of those service stations here. I think they definitely misdirect trains more than they actually help, probably. Or maybe only put like service stations here, because almost every train goes in this direction anyway. So these two service stations should be enough. Those two maybe are redundant, is my feeling. Yeah, that's how I'm thinking right now. So I think we're not getting enough money to purchase another train. I think it's right now a little bit on the stuck. I think everything in the system is a little bit unbalanced, so that the money comes in very sporadically. We get like 30-40k, and then long time it just evens out roughly because the trains are not arriving at the same time. That's roughly how it works right now, I think. You can see also here a lot of blocking. And now the iron train comes in. Let me actually upgrade the iron train. I think it's not upgraded yet, right? Let me just check that. Sec. Is it upgraded? The lion, no. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade the iron train because this has been a constant issue. Plus, we're gonna just borrow money here and just observe the iron train quickly. Does it go into service? Usually it does, right? Because it's been standing there for a long time. Yeah, it's definitely slow and blocking the other trains also. I think that's definitely also a major issue. There's another train down there that's too heavy. Doesn't go into service, unfortunately, the iron train, but I think next we can send it to the depot. I'm like 90% sure that it will upgrade once it's in the depot. Are we still upgrading it to the newest train, or has there been another change already? Oh, there's a new one. Can we use the new one? No, 80% reliability is not a good thing. Yeah, that is a bottleneck if I ever seen one. We're gonna solve that in a sec. Let it first deliver its stuff and then let's upgrade it. Or we can upgrade it now. Does it upgrade it automatically? Did it upgrade it? Are you upgraded? Yeah, Brampton, no longer the lion. Cool. That was fast, alright. Just cost us a little bit of observation and some effort. But that should be a pretty good upgrade for that line, certainly. So now about this topic. This is worrying me slightly, that we have to do an operation on open heart, because you can only build while the game is unpaused. So this means, yeah, operation on open heart, and make sure that everything runs smoothly and quickly, and that we can get it done in time without any issues. Pretty confident that I know how to do this. Haven't done this in a while. But I used to watch some videos about this at times. Yeah, we're definitely needing this to be upgraded. Also the station, there is so much bottlenecking going on. Okay, after they are getting through with these trains, we're going to go ahead and make it happen. So we're already capping some connections here. So we're gonna cap a connection here so that no new trains enter here. And we're also getting it from about here. No more trains entering, please. And then everything else out of the system, if possible. So the iron train can just one more time pass out. So then this is going out here, perfect. Then please also no more trains here and here. And nothing more in this direction, so nobody gets any stupid ideas. And then the iron train can pass, and then we're done. We're going to use a little bit of TNT to get that job done here. And we're also using a little bit of TNT on these houses. I do those two as well. They're gonna hate me, right? But I will have to make that village a little bit smaller, because it's just a little bit going in the direction where I kind of want to build my railway. Okay, now we are doing it. Operation in progress. So doing a quick job here. Everybody's inconvenienced, just like in real life when there's a major operation on a main line. And we tried to make this as fast as possible to save money and stress for everybody involved, but it's gonna take its time. Needs to be tested, needs to be made sure that everything works correctly. So that's it. And then as regard to how much space we need, I guess probably we have it right here. So let me just check that. Then we'll have some bridges. Where do we come with this line? I don't know. Ideally, maybe here. That could be done. Potentially, I think that could be done. Yeah, I think there's enough space to cross over. Then the bridge will end here. We'll try to get out here. That would be nice if we had one more. We don't have it. So then, should we go one back? Yeah, let's go one back. I think we should use the space. We're building this not for quick. We want to make this proper and nice looking and cool, so that everybody's proud of us and likes us and nobody's complaining about our old infrastructure and that we're constantly having problems. No. We're investing in our infrastructure here. making our infrastructure cool and great so that everybody's happy with us. We're the good train company. Yeah, perfect. Now connecting here is like that. Yeah, maybe we could do a little bit of terraforming back there to make it look even better. But this is kind of a lower interchange, I want to say. I'm not completely out of my element here. And that will be something like this. Yes, yes, this is coming along. Here, like that. Then, like this. I want to make this curve not so tight, so I would prefer if we could terraform just slightly here. This, okay. Then going back to here, and I think we're already done, so we can as well connect now. The only thing missing is signals, but it doesn't have any issues if there's no signals. It just means that, yeah, the blocks are longer than they need to be. That's the only limitation. Ah, the bridges. Of course, the bridges. Right. The bridges might also mean that on the other lane that goes to the right here, we want to upgrade the trains because they will have to rise up here when they're fully loaded, which we've seen was an issue with regard to the iron train for a long time. So now signaling this part, I am a little bit confused because a lot of direction changes here, so will always be a bit confusing for me. So here always in the center, because we have, which is a bit unusual for Germany. We don't usually have that in Germany, but we have here left-hand traffic. Not sure. If you're saying this is Austria, what's the traffic like in Austria? I know in Switzerland they have it. In Switzerland the traffic is left-hand, but in Austria I think it's also right-hand, I want to say. To be honest, I have driven, like I'm not a train driver of course, but I've been on the train in Austria, I just have never paid attention to it. So I think those signals are correctly set. But we will verify that, of course. We cannot leave this like without verification. That seems right. There's enough signals here. This seems all good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is surprisingly gone pretty smooth. Yeah. That's surprisingly gotten pretty smooth, right? And feel pretty good about that. So we're gonna go ahead and restore a few roads here for you, as a town here, because I'm just feeling like we kind of screwed you over a bit, and want to give you a little bit of a different direction to maybe grow in, that in the future we're not getting in each other's way. A little bit of seaside also for you, and I think yeah, let's get rid of this little hub here. I think maybe I have the feeling that I'm not connecting anything, or I'm not just running the trains, like running the game in slow, because there's no trains currently coming here. Could be that there's some trains just didn't find the way. No, there are some trains coming here now. It's working out. Let's see. Can't find a path to continue. Okay, that's bad. So stop it. So checking signals. Inside, 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 inside. So that seems alright. Don't see an issue here. It's all correct. Here, it's all correct. This train, let's run with this train. Maybe the other trains are just a bit confused still. How's it going? Yes, taking the right path. Yeah, these trains need to be upgraded. Okay, here's another train. Also finding the right path, giving bird even though I didn't pay attention to that when I set up the signals. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I like this a lot. Works, it works. I have a good feeling about this. So next up, if I had this sorted better, we could say everything from Mittenbergen, which are those trains here, because Mittenbergen is over here. Everything from Mittenbergen needs to be upgraded, and also the Soltvoren one, the goods train, needs to be upgraded. So we can upgrade those. So upgrade them to the Crompton. We already decided against this one. Yeah. So upgrade them to the Crompton, and also the goods train we need to upgrade because they are just not getting over that hill. It's just too steep, like the new bridges. So we'll try to give them new locomotives if we have the money for it. But we also have to repay a little bit our debt. Let's observe our little hub here and see how it works, hopefully kind of well. And one thing that we didn't do is add more service stations. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Where do we want to place service stations? There's really no place in this tight area to put any service stations, and I'm a little bit annoyed by that because there's nothing down here either. So I'm not so happy about that part. That's true. That I didn't do so well. I think the best way would be to move the station further up. We want it, and then put service stations in the beginning. So let's just check what the range here is. Like if we put it like kind of like as far back as here, even, you can see that the radius here, no, it would have to be here. This height, yeah, that's basically back here. So you could place the train station all the way back here and it would still reach the steel. Yeah, and then you can put service stations all the way in front here. I think that would be the right solution to this problem, and we have the space for it. So I think there's no reason why we shouldn't just do that. Let's move the service station up. Not the service station, of course, I meant the platforms. And while we're at it, like we're talking about all the time, but we could put better platforms also. I think there are better ones. I think there are some really cool ones actually that indicate what the fill status is. So let's take a quick peek at that and just do that. So those are the ones, I think. Stations. Yeah, I think you can use those. Just need to place, yeah, I need to place those things here on them. Cattle, milk, shed, minerals, food, cattle, milk. What's the steel situation like? Woods, conveyor belts and stuff. I don't see steel. Processed products, probably not a raw product. Yeah, that's true. Steel and steel platforms. All right, then let's put some steel platforms here. Yeah. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect it, of course, here. So steel, yeah, that's the only thing that's on that. We want to make them 5 length, so we can't build while there is a train in the way. Okay. Great. There's always going to be a train in the way. But now is our opportunity, so it needs to be 5 length, so... Because the train has already reserved it, really? Okay, I see how it's... Okay, just cut here. And get our steel train to skip loading and go already delivery, please. And we can remove a few things. Can't build here. Ah, I'm in the build mode. I wanted to... I think I just need to press Control to remove, right? How do I remove the train station part? Like this? Oh yeah. So we have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, it should be fine. And also, like, I think we could move back further because even the lorry station is still connected to this, I think. So just to verify it quickly, is it still accepting iron ore? Yes, it is. So there's no issue at all with that. Perfect. So then we are good with that. Putting the switches here and then putting a signal here and here. And then here and here. But here we can also make, just for, you know, safety reasons, one-way signals. Yeah, worked. So now we could make this tiny bit more efficient by going out from here and just taking that space here to the side to put the signal is here on this track, so let's put it here, I guess. Like on this side, we couldn't put the service station due to the road. Oh. Do we need a service station when we come in? Guess it would be nice. But let's first now put only one service station on the other side. I think it's fine. Somehow that sold the land, so you know, it's stupid. But yeah, that's fine. Not a good service station. Not good. Not proud of this one. A lot of effort for a very, very badly placed service station that will slow down traffic. Not sure about that one. Gonna have to have a deep thinking about this one and how I want to handle that better in the future. Yeah, but that's okay for now. Let's allow them to service and let's see the interjection here. That works. That is good. I'm gonna pay down our debt slightly a bit. Let's observe this for a second so we'll verify that everything works. Yeah, some of our trains need a bit more maintenance. I think the problem is really that we have too little maintenance stations also on this long route here that gives them the opportunity to service. So while we're at it, I will just drop a few here just for completion's sake. I think that makes sense. There's really no good spaces here either. Yeah, the signal spacing also not ideal. Makes them stop a lot of times unnecessarily. So borrow money. Maybe I'll put this one like somewhere else. There's no good space. Okay, there's down there is another one. So it's actually not too bad, the situation as is. Okay, now I'm a bit worried that we are making not so much money here. I think a lot of it is like the cascading effects of the road being blocked. It means that trains didn't find their path and they were blocked by that. Now we have here also like slow trains actually. That's also a really important thing to upgrade. What's this train? This is from Fesselkirchen. Yeah, the trains from Fesselkirchen, they're still slow, while the trains from down there, they're fast. So basically we also need to upgrade those. Do we have them sorted in this location? Yes. Yeah, those need to be upgraded desperately also to the new Crompton ones. Definitely. If only we could afford all those upgrades. But yeah, I think this one was an upgraded one, because I saw it was going much better over. Oh, it's a lion, just rolling down the hill. Yeah, they're still like, the old ones are still making their rounds here, and they are slow as hell. Yeah, that is blocking us here quite a bit as well. Okay, then I will just leave this running for a tiny bit, and I will join next session here, hopefully with a bit more cash in the bank. Take care, thanks for watching, bye bye.